Hello, I'm Mathew from Lanjarón Property, here today with our monthly market roundup covering the month of February. Let's take a look at a number of the local areas just to give some factual breakdown on what's happening, and then we'll look at the wider area and also take a look at the sentiment in the market today. So let's start with the town of Órgiva. Currently there are around 90 properties available on the market in Órgiva with an average price of €258,000. That equates to around €1,500 per square metre. In Lanjarón, we have around 62 properties available at the moment with an average asking price of €209,606. This equates to an average price per square metre of €1,200. In Lecrín, or over in the Lecrín Valley, I'm going to focus on two parts of Lecrín today. In Lecrín itself, the average price is €193,771, with an average price per square metre of €889. In Pinos del Valle, there is an average price currently of €210,000, with an average price per square metre of just over €1,200. Looking at the wider area of our province in Granada, we can see that in the last quarter that we have factual statistics for, which was Q3 of 2020, prices have remained fairly stable, but we saw a number of house sales at 3,027, so just over 3,000 housing transactions have taken place in Granada over that quarter. Now, as an annual change, that was 19% up on the previous year. Quite a significant statistic, that. But more interesting is if we look at the previous quarter, it was 70% up. No real surprise with the lockdowns and the quarantines that we've had in the meantime. But some interesting bits within that. For example, the number of foreign buyers, i.e. non-Spanish buyers, has remained fairly static at around 10 to 11% of buyers. But for the last quarter was actually up 2.5%. Now, with the lockdowns, the quarantine, the lack of travelling, that might seem unusual that we've had an increase, and quite a big increase in the number of foreign buyers. But it's not really. There's been a lot of foreign buyers here who've been looking around for a while. But one of the interesting things we have seen over the last quarter, and in fact we've experienced this ourselves in the last 2 months, is number of property transactions taking place without the buyers physically visiting the property. So this is with full video tours and with virtual viewings, where there is a video tour available for the property to give an insight, and then we will live stream a viewing tour with an individual. This is becoming more common and is certainly the modern way for people to view properties. So do look out if your property doesn't currently have a video and you're not able to do virtual viewings, then it's certainly something you need to look at immediately. If you'd like some help with that, don't hesitate to give us a call. Those are the facts within the market, but one of the more interesting things to look at is the sentiment in the market, because that always gives us an indication of how the future of the property market is going to look in the area. Inquiry rates have been up significantly over the last couple of months. In fact, just in January alone, one of the major portals for property sales in Spain reported over 2.1 million visitors just in that month alone. That is for the whole of Spain, but we've certainly seen a big increase here with inquiry numbers up nearly 25% over the last 2 months. Not just from the local Spanish market, but also from the UK, Northern Europe, and indeed in the US and Canada as well. So the feeling is looking good, and as we're seeing throughout Europe, the vaccine rollout is starting to allow places to open up, and there's a lot of talk of the European borders opening and travel being allowed later in the year. I think once we get to that stage, we'll see a significant increase in the number of buyers around. However, don't miss out as a seller the opportunity at the moment to make the most of marketing your property to the very genuine buyers that are already here at the moment. So if you'd like to know any more information about the current property market, or you'd like to find out more about how your property can benefit from full video tours and virtual viewings, don't hesitate to get in touch, and we'd be happy to help. I'm Mathew from Lanjarón Property. This has been your February property market update, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Bye for now.